Alright, it's been a while since I've made a video, but I thought I'd get back in the saddle with that, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of my favorite pieces of gear at the moment, so the Maschine Studio and the Roland MC-909. Now, what I love about the Maschine Studio is that I can actually plug in a long USB cord and an extension cord for the power and sit on the couch away from the computer, away from the chair, away from all of that stuff. And it's really, I've made a ton of beats lately, it's really enhanced my productivity. But I'm not crazy about the way that synthesis works on the machine, or I've just never connected with Massive or any of the Native Instruments synthesizers, so I'm trying out the Roland MC-909. Now, I love the hands-on interface of the 909, but I don't want to have to jack with it while I'm sitting on the couch, so I thought I would experiment with using the Native Instruments machine as a MIDI controller to send program changes to the MC-909 and to be able to control the parameters from there. So let's talk about that. So the first thing you'll need to do is make sure that you are sending the proper MIDI notes from the machine, so virtual input, and then make sure if you have the MC-909 plugged into the computer, make sure you know where that is. So in my case it's Express 128 port 2. That's a large MIDI interface that I have. And so it should look something like that, all channels, all notes. Really pretty straightforward. I'll put the link to Native Instruments instructions on that because it's slightly different for Windows and I don't have a Windows machine, so I won't be able to demonstrate that. But basically this is just sending MIDI from the machine MIDI controller template to the Roland MC-909. So this is what that looks like. Now, over here I have Maschine open, as you can see, and if I press play, I'm playing notes on the MC-909. Just a little simple arpeggio there. Now, what I love about the 909 is the instantaneous program changes. Really fast, really clean, really wonderful. And so let's say I want to just experiment with some different sounds. And so with this template that I've developed, and I'll be sharing this with you, I'll show you how to use it real quick. There are a couple little nuances, but overall it's very simple. So we go Shift Channel to go into MIDI control mode, and let's play the arpeggio so we can hear it. And what we're going to do here, you see PC1, we're just going to scroll through there, and that sends program change messages to the MC-909. But notice that's just in bank A. So that's from 0, or from 1 all the way to 128. And so you can use your ears there. You've got filter frequency, you've got resonance, you've got volume, you've got your ADSR envelopes for amp, got your filter envelope depth, your filter ADSR here, coarse tune, fine tune, another program change message, which I'll get to. Which LFO wave do you want? Your LFO rate, pitch depth, filter depth for LFO, amp depth for LFO, pan depth for LFO, unison fat, I don't know if unison is on. There we go. Portamento time if that's on. Well, let's go back to change the program change. But let's say we don't like any of these sounds in bank A, or where it says PRA here on the MC-909. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold this button and then go to bank B and start scrolling through. And notice once the bank is changed, all we need to do is use this program change message. Same thing with bank C, hold first, bank C. A lot of basses in bank C. Same thing with bank D. Same thing with bank E. Lots of corny ones on that one. Bank F. Lots of effects on that one. Same thing with Bank G. Now here are the user presets. So this is on the second page, knob page 2. So this is part 1, B, or page 2 for part 1. Whoops, and program change messages are over here this time, I'm sorry. I messed up the template, so that's just how it is. Then on your memory card, if you have one in there, presets 1 through 128, and then 129 through 256. Then your rhythm patches, and then your rhythm user patches here. So all those you should be able to see. Right? And so if you're wondering why you'd want to do this, then this video probably isn't for you. But like I said, I like to just only use the machine by myself on the couch and not have to touch any other piece of gear. And this way you can do that. Now keep in mind on the MC-909 that the parts are locked into the MIDI channels. So part 1 receives channel 1. That's it. Part 2 receives channel 2. That's it. So just make sure that when you are dealing in Maschine, either from the desktop software or from the Maschine Controller, say you want to go to part 2, let's start a new sound here. And yeah, we go to channel 2 and we want to just go from there. So right now we're playing, that's part 1 because that's on sound 1. So as you can see, that's sending to channel 1. Now let's go to part 2. Oh, sorry. Helps to set the output. And you can do this all the way up to part 16 if you like. And so there you go. It's really pretty simple. So just keep in mind that when you're in MIDI controller mode, for program changes, bank A, B, C, D, E, F, and G on this first page, hold first. You see the button that says hold first, then bank A, change your program changes. So PC1 stands for program change. Same thing, hold first, bank C. Now once you're in bank C and you only want to send program changes to bank C, you only have to use this knob. This is only for when you want to change banks like that. And got to stretch your hands there. But when you're on page B, program change is over here. And so you have to do it that way. Okay, so the same thing. So when you're part 2, A, same thing. This sends to MIDI channel 2. Part 3A, MIDI channel 3. Part 4A, MIDI channel 4. Part 5A, MIDI channel 5. Same thing. And so all the way up to 16. So I'll put a link to the Dropbox where you can download this MIDI controller template if you want to use it, if you've got an MC-909 and a Maschine. And I hope you have some fun with this.